Hello, fellow knowledge seekers. Ernis here, ready to guide you on today's intellectual odyssey. Ever feel like academic papers are these towering fortresses of jargon, guarded by complex equations? Today, we're storming the castle, but with understanding. We're diving deep into a fascinating paper titled REFRAG, Rethinking, RAG-based Decoding. Now, I know what you're thinking. RAG? Decoding? Sounds like robot gibberish. But trust me, it's surprisingly relevant to how AI can understand and answer your questions faster and better. So, what's the thesis? The authors argue that the way we currently handle long, context inputs in Retrieval-Augmented Generation, RAG, systems is, well, a bit wasteful. Think of RAG like this. You ask an AI a question, it rummages through a massive library. The retrieval part pulls out a bunch of potentially relevant books, and then tries to answer your question based on those books, the generation part. But here's the kicker, most of those books, the retrieved passages, are often filled with irrelevant information or repeat the same ideas. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack where half the hay is actually just more needles. So, how do we solve this? That's where REFRAG comes in. The authors propose a clever three-step process. Compress, sense, and expand. I like to imagine this as a cosmic dance, each step a delicate twirl in the grand ballroom of information. Let's build a memory palace to understand these steps. Picture a colossal library, a bit like the Library of Alexandria, but floating in space. The first room, the compression chamber. Instead of feeding the entire text of those retrieved passages into the AI, REFRAG uses pre-computed, compressed, chunk embeddings as approximate representations. These chunks are those passages we just talked about. Think of it as summarizing each book before you start reading it. It shortens the decoder's input length, improves token allocation efficiency. Are you tired of redundant computation? This enables reuse of pre-computed chunk embeddings from retrieval, eliminating redundant computation. I mean, the retrieval process already pre-processed these chunks, and the query are already available due to the use of vectorizations and rankings. Why discard this information during decoding? The memory palace is filling up with brilliant ideas. Next, we waltz into the sensing suite. This is where the REFRAG system uses a lightweight reinforcement learning (RL) policy to selectively expand a few of those compressed chunks back into their full token form. Think of it like this: the system senses which books are most likely to contain the answer and only opens those books completely. All others get a SparkNotes treatment. Okay, fine, yeah, I know. Reinforcement learning? Sounds complicated, Ernie, but the core idea is simple. The RL policy learns to predict which chunks are most important for answering the question, guided by the perplexity, and expands important context chunks uncompressed to improve answer prediction. It's like having a super efficient research assistant who knows exactly where to look. And finally, we arrive at the expansion hall. The compressed chunks and the selectively expanded tokens are then fed into the decoder to generate the final answer. This preserves the decoder's autoregressive property and enables flexible placement of compression, the best of both worlds. People. Now, you might be wondering, does this REFRAG thing actually work? Well, the authors put it through its paces with a whole battery of tests, including RAG, multi-turn conversations, and long document summarization. And the results? They achieved a times acceleration in time to first token, TTFT, without sacrificing accuracy. That's like going from dial-up to fiber optic in the blink of an eye. Moreover, with extended context due to our compression, REFRAG achieves better performance than LLMA. What this means is that REFRAG can process more information faster, leading to more accurate and helpful answers. So, what's the big picture here? REFRAG represents a significant step forward in making RAG systems more efficient and practical. By rethinking how we handle long, context inputs, we can unlock the full potential of LLMs for a wide range of applications. And that, my friends, is how we storm the castle of knowledge, one compressed chunk at a time. Now, if you're itching to learn more, I highly recommend checking out the full paper. The link will be in the show notes. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that cosmic curiosity burning bright. This is Ernie, signing off.